Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out my channel. I know it's been a really long time, like it's literally been a year, literally 1 year. So I have a lot of new projects coming up. I have some commissions, I've got some costumes that I'll be working on from League of Legends, so make sure you keep an eye out for my new videos. Subscribe if you want to be updated on my latest video as soon as possible, and enjoy. Okay, so here are your 6 starting pieces. This is what we're going to be working on first. Ideally, you can get these traced onto regular printer paper so you can transfer them over to your foam patterns. I just freehanded mine, but you guys can probably find some online as well. So you're going to trace those over to 6mm craft foam and cut them out. Okay, switching over to 2mm craft foam now for the bottom piece of the ear. So that's pieces 5 and 6 from the original photo. They all kind of look like earpieces, not gonna lie. Looks like he's got 6 ears, but we'll just go with it. This is the front piece, I guess, for the mask. So you can go ahead and cut that out of 2mm foam as well. Switching over to the Worbla, you're ideally gonna cut out 2 pieces of Worbla for every 1 piece of foam. So see there, I cut out 2. You want to make sure you leave about ½ an inch around the edges, just in case you cut it close there. So go ahead and cut all those out now. Once you have your pieces cut out, you're basically going to make a foam sandwich out of 2 pieces of Worbla. So you're going to go ahead and heat up the black Worbla with your heat gun. Takes a decent amount of time, a little bit more time than a regular Worbla. And just put that piece of foam right in the middle, and then you can begin shaping it with the heat gun as well. So it's going to take a few minutes to heat up enough so that you can mold the edges. Once it does, you'll be able to tell it's pretty pliable and easy to work with. So you can go ahead and use that flat edge to just push around the edges and make a really tight seam, and then go ahead and cut it out, and that should really seal everything as well. So repeat that for all 6 of your pieces. Okay, so you should have 6 complete pieces by this time. I'm just going to show you guys how to fix air bubbles really quick, in case you run across that problem. Happens pretty often. You're going to grab a pin, just reheat the area where the bubble is, and you can just go ahead and poke the pin in there and squeeze out any excess air. Once it cools down, it should be good to go. You get most of the bumps out anyway. Now we're going to just go ahead and do our headpiece number 1, just Worbla that, and I put those 2 cuts in the edges there just so we can get more of a curve on that piece later on. So you're going to go ahead and heat that area up and get piece number 1 ready. Headpiece number 2 includes our headband that you guys should have ready to go. So I use a little bit of glue as well, just to make it extra secure. So you can heat up that strip of Worbla starting off and use some glue as well to put that right over the top of the headband. Now we're going to swap back to piece number 1, and you're going to attach it would have been piece 4 and 5 from your original 6 pieces. If you guys need to go back to the diagram just to have a look, they're all labeled there for you. Now we can attach piece number 1 to piece number 2. You can just do that by heating all the pieces up. It is self-adhesive, but I use a little bit of glue as well just to keep things nice and secure. Now we can go ahead with some details. You're going to take some Worbla strips, which you can make just by folding a piece of Worbla in half and heating it up and cutting them out. Going ahead with some details, you can make these pieces by doubling up a sheet of Worbla and cutting them out. Now for the fun part, cutting out 10 million tiny little scales from Worbla. So again, I used some doubled up pieces. I used some just regular pieces. You want all sorts of different, sizes and thicknesses. So just have at her, heat up some strips of Worbla. Honestly, I just used some extras that I had lying around. It's good to use up some scraps. And just start cutting them. Once you've got about 10,000 of those, you can go ahead and start placing them on the mask. I just ideally placed the big ones on the edges and then started adding smaller ones from there. So you guys can kind of follow this video here, the next little bit, and see the pattern that I took with those.
Thank you so much for watching my video. Thanks for your support. If you guys want to see more, then please subscribe, and my next video will be the Toothless Headpiece how to paint tutorial. So keep an eye out for that one next.